Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see one of the top teams in this conference taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go to the ground. It's a running room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How's that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Making side adjustments here. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
That's caught. It's caught. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level.
Oh, out of space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
4th and short? I already called my 3rd down play knowing I was going for it on 4th down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He just missed the target on that one. Got him, put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Concepcion. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Craver.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They just keep firing. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll leave it with him, finding open areas. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it behind the line. It's ball. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Livingston.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Gators have taken it inside the 20. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quick completion on the out. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Moss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Looking to the big tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. To the air, it's Reed. Looking left. Got his man downfield. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on third and short. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds his man, it's Bussey. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Wants to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Concepcion. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. A&M comes back out with another first down. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
To throw, it's Reed. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moss. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Barrels ahead. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Touchdown, Aggies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On the ground, it's Monk. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. To the air, it's Reed. Got a man, it's Bussey. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. To the air on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Livingston. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. He'll do it himself on the draw.
And you could tell if the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Hauls it in. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Finds his big tight end. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Looking to scramble. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just tried to bounce their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Oh, he's got some space. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Wide open spaces. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They move on top here in the fourth. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Georgia Southern. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. What a complete and dominant performance from this defense. I'm sure Von Miller's watching proud.
And Myles Garrett, just the names that A&M has had on that defense, and it's usually consistent year after year, finding a bunch of guys that are big and strong up front, linebackers that can tackle. They know how to recruit defense at A&M.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Man, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
And a great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Makes the grab. It's Wilson. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Clark.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw. It's Lagway. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper. Understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Going up top again. Fires left. Pulls it in. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Livingston. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Now improvising. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He might want another play. To the air. It's Lagway. He's got him this time. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Finds a man on the left. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Third down and long, and this defense may be feeling some energy from the fans. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Buying some time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before this night.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
The quarterback had exactly what he wanted there. He had his big fella work in the middle of the field. You thought that was going to be an easy pitch and catch? Not so much. It's a mental error by the tight end. They got to clean that up.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They'll give it to him again. Quick step and go. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. You already have the lead. Scoring is... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end, as they will concede defeat. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.